whisper man promised him heaven with a wicked plan. He walked through fire, he drowned in the rain. But love's just a weapon in a devil's game. Gypsy Rose in a mommy killer's gown, ruby shadow creeping through the town. Demona's whisper cuts like a knife. No fairy tale here, just a twisted life. The moon don't shine where the kid play. No angels sing, just the crow's ballet. She don't pick the weak, she picks the strong. Leaves them broken with a hollow song. Gypsy Rose in mommy killer's gown, ruby shadow creeping through the town. Demona's whisper cuts like a knife. No fairy tale here, just a twisted life. Gypsy Rose and mommy killer's gown, ruby shadow creeping through the town. Demona's whisper cuts like a knife. No fairy tale here, just a twisted life.
Boot up the stream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, kid and caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quilt. Kit logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, then drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit YouTuber, hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother, dancing in a studio with a llama on her head, uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber, even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission, caught in aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and once went viral yelling she don't sleep. Kitten caboodle is a hot shit Uber, ring light blazing, sassy maneuver. Bans a troll while dancing to chair, then sells merch made from her own hair. Hot shit YouTuber, even her outro has a blooper. To play Fortnite, hosted a seance on Tuesday night. Got possessed midstream, ate a burrito, still hit upload, respect amigo. Now Netflix calls and brands wanna collab, but Kit just vlogged from her glittery cab. She's not here for clout or fame, she's here to win the YouTube Hunger Games. Kitten caboodle is a hot shit Uber, lights, camera, chaotic humor. She'll roast your comments and send a prayer while flossing in boots with electric hair. Hot shit YouTuber, cue the outro, she's gone lunar.
What up, my peoples? Hello, Misty. How you doing? Hello. How have you been? Haven't seen you for a while. I wrote it. I wrote that. Melissa from the bushes. Anybody from the bushes? Hello. Hello. So we are going to. Okay. This is the thing. Journalists should know that. If you're going to report on a story, right, you're going to be covering a story, you should actually get the other person's whatchamacallit. You should get the other person's their side, right? But no. Of course these other shows did, right? Hi, Amber. Okay, good. Now Nick is where he belongs. Okay, I will say that. I want people, thinking I want him set free. No, he deserved a fair trial. I can tell you that much because he did. His trial was a joke. Do you see everything that we're able to see? Right? That none of this shit was even in his trial. Do you know who was in his trial? Do you want to know what the evidence was? Gypsy and her words on the stand. Yep, that's right. But I just want to show this because, okay, he was found guilty in, I can't remember, the end of 2018. So, hold on. This is when he got sentenced. I don't know why I can't find everything I want to find, but whatever. February 2019, this is.
Came with one option, life without the possibility of parole. It's clear he's not happy with that sentence.
Before his sentence was read, Nicholas Godejohn had a chance to speak. He told the judge all he ever wanted was to be with Gypsy Blanchard and that he's never known motherly love or a close relationship with any woman.
It's missing. It's a missing link. It's always been a missing link. It's always been one. And that's the reason why, I guess, when I got so deep into this situation where I fell in love so deeply.
Godejohn said he believes the saying that love is blind.
I'll admit it, I was blindly in love.
He asked the judge for mercy, but his conviction for killing Claudine Blanchard came with only one possible sentence, life without parole.
It's a mandatory sentence. I don't have the ability to sentence you to anything different on that.
Yeah, you do.
Mr. Godejohn.
Yes, you do, you fool.
Godejohn also received a 25-year sentence for his armed criminal action conviction, but he'll serve it at the same time.
We're very pleased with the outcome of the Godejohn case today.
The judge turned down the defense's motion for a new trial, which included arguments about the expert testimony allowed in the trial.
In this case, it would have allowed Dr. Franks to testify that he believed he had diminished capacity.
There was a lot of argument about the expert witness in the trial, and I believe the judge followed the law in Missouri, and the jury got to hear from the two expert witnesses, and I think made the right decision.
Patterson is pleased with both sentences in the case, which was made famous across the country.
You have to be very careful not to get distracted or wrapped up
There's
in
their
all the
surprise.
drama.
There is their professional, or what do they call that? Your expert witness right here. That right there. That sealed his deal right there. Hi, G13. Yeah.
You have to be very careful not to get distracted or wrapped up in all the drama that's ongoing and make decisions based on the facts and the law going forward. And so while these two defendants, Gypsy and Nicholas, got very different sentences, they also had very different roles and came from very different backgrounds with regard to this crime.
As the judge was giving Nicholas
Wow.
Godejohn instructions about his right to appeal to the Missouri Court of Appeals in the next 90 days, Godejohn was nodding yes, indicating he does plan to. Reporting in Springfield, I'm Linda Simmons.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to get right to it. Let's see, this first interview, gosh, I don't know who it is. It's like, let's see, this was on 1/5/2018. Mind you, we didn't see these. This came with the FOIA, you guys. It's crazy to me. All right, so does it say who? This is Jennifer Smith, and you could tell like they're like legit. They're legit. I don't know who it is though. Oh, ABC News. Hello? What the hell's going on here? Hello? How can it be muted? What the hell's going on here? It's not muted. I can hear me talking. Let me try this again. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Hold on a minute. This don't make no effing sense. Hold on, please. Why is this not working? This is so stupid, you guys. This makes no flipping sense. Why is this not working? All right, so in the meantime, we're going to come here real quick. I'm going to have to upload it. Hold on a minute. Oh my God. Hold on a minute, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Uh-oh. Look at this shit. Hey, what's going on with YouTube? What the fuck is going on? Look at this, you guys. Look at this. Look at this shit. Sorry.
Hello, sir. This is your slave, Gypsy Rose, and I am making this video to Nick's dominant side. I've worn what you wanted me to wear, or commanded me to wear, sir. I'm wearing something red, and I have red bra. I am making this video, sir, because, well, one, you commanded me to, but another is so I can introduce myself. I realized that we didn't get off to a real good start. Because, well, at first I thought you weren't exactly Nick. And then as I started to get to know you a bit more, I realized that you are a part of him. And you are probably the part that's going to keep me most in line if I get out of line. I understand that as far as lovey-dovey type of relationship, we're not at that point yet. But we might be one day. But I realize I have to earn that type of affection from you. And I just really wanted to say that I look forward to pleasing you and being a good slave to you. I hope that, well, I hope that I don't have to make you discipline me a whole lot, like in a very, what's that word? Looking for that word that's like very strong way, discipline me in a strong way, serious, in a serious way. I understand that you are a part of Nick that is the most serious, and I have to take you as the most serious part of him. And I plan on doing that, sir. I understand that whenever it comes to you, I need to be on my best behavior, and I plan on being it. My goal as a slave and as your woman, my job is to keep you happy, content, respect you, obey you, please you, and serve you. See, I remember the three. Okay. And with that said, sir, I just want you to know that I will be on my best behavior. I won't have any more outbursts like whenever we first talked online. And I said what I said, that it was a threat, but it was an idle threat. I never meant it. And I just want you to know that I never meant it. I'm making this video a little late, so, but I just wanted to say I'm so sorry for threatening you like that, even though it was an idle threat. And I would never, ever, ever take away Nick's or your child. Any child that we make together, whether it be Nick's submissive side, Nick's balanced side, Nick's dominant side, which is you, or Nick's evil side. If I have a child with any one of those, depending on if it's me, my balanced side, having a child with one of you, and I'll react a different way, but I will always be loving, and I will always be caring, and I will always be a good woman to you. And I will admit that as far as matches are concerned, this doesn't go off. Okay. As far as like matches go, as far like I am meant for Nick's dominant. I mean, Nick's balance side. Sorry, I got confused. I'm meant for that part of him. So this part of me is meant for that part of him. And you are meant to be keeping me in line. But most likely, you would be the best match for my slut side. My little girl side gets along very well with your submissive side. And my evil side is like a perfect match for your evil side. So pretty much we all have a match, or a soulmate that can fit perfectly with each other. It is quite amazing that we're able to do that with each other, because a lot of people that might have, say, one personality, and their partner just has one personality. So if you like you do have multiple personalities, I'm happy that I have multiple personalities to fit that. Though it is all of me, it's not someone else or whatever. It is all of me, just different parts of me. And whenever me and your balanced side was starting to first date, I would let some of those other sides out. It would get him confused or get you confused. And that's when I just had to explain I have a lot of parts inside me that they sometimes get out, and they can be confusing, but it's important to treat each one individually because each one has their own thoughts. Each one, even some have different ages. Like my little girl side is a 10-year-old. I'm 19. My evil side is also 19. So, actually, I'm 23, so it's confusing. So I'm 23 and my evil side is 19. But I won't be going all around the bush and talking about this specifically. Basically what I really want to talk to you about in this video is that how much I'm going to be pleasing you, and I will do anything to please you, sir. I will go through any lengths to please you and do anything that you say, anything that you want. I will be the perfect slave and I will be the perfect woman. Keep on doing. And I promise you and that I will be everything that you would want me to be. If you have to punish me, I understand. If you have to be strict on me, I understand. But I do want to get to know you a lot better and love you and adore you and worship you. I do love you because I think me as a whole loves every part of Nick, no matter what. We don't even have to get to a point of love. It's just automatic. At the point that we have to get to know each other, that's whenever the adoring comes in. That's whenever the worshiping comes in, because I need to know who I'm worshiping, who am I falling for. And at first, I didn't think I could fall for you just because you're so dominant. And but since I realized that you are my soulmate, twin flame soulmate, that I can worship you in time. And I plan on doing that. And I can't wait for the day that you say, good girl. And you kiss me. And I want you to know that as far as pleasing you goes, if you want me to do absolutely anything, I will, sir. If you wanted me to serve you breakfast naked in bed, I would do that. If you wanted me to, if you wanted me to do anything, I would. And I'm available to you 24/7. I hope that with me being respectful to you, with me one day worshiping you, that I can earn a higher color collar. And with you, I know that you'll push me to do my best, and I will strive to do my best, sir. And I just really want to make you proud. I want to make your balanced side proud. I want to make you all proud. And I know that I can do that. So I very much look forward to our time together and learning more about each other, and you pushing me to do my best, pushing me to be the slave that I'm supposed to be, the woman that I'm supposed to be. And just me feeling that sense of belonging, that sense of, I pleased him. I'm so happy I pleased him. And that's really what I want to do. And I want you to say, girl, and I want to be everything that you've ever dreamed of having in a slave. And I know I keep harping on that, but I really, really am excited to please you, sir. And again, thank you so much for, if you're the part of Nick that's always been pushing me to do my best, thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for everything. And I really, really want to go forward and learn more about BDSM. I want to explore the world more, but I also know that you will pace me, and so will Nick's Valentine pace me into BDSM, and we'll learn more. And I realize that I'm becoming more of a masochist, so I believe that I can take pain and turn it into pleasure. So I hope that I could really be more experienced at that. And also, I wanted to talk about one particular thing that if you have to punish me using anal sex, which I'm not exactly used to, but if you have to punish me that way, I'm hoping just for something I do really, really bad. And so if you give me a punishment, I will accept it no matter how hard it is. Also, but if you do give me a reward for doing something good, I will make sure I show you how thankful I am. And I'm gonna try and be as submissive and selfless as possible. And as far as matches go, I hope that you enjoy my slut side. I hope that you two can meet soon, and that you two can get used to each other, and that you two bond. But always know that I am a whole, and no matter what side of me it is, I'm gonna love you, sir, and I'm going to worship you. And though it might take time, I believe that my slut side will worship you very quickly. And I really think that you and me, though we didn't exactly see eye to eye at first, I have gained respect for you, sir. I realized that whenever I had went off on the rails and was like, and you were like, don't do that. And I was like, okay. You know, that got me back into shape real quickly. So I know that you can get me back into shape. I know that you can control me. And I believe that I will be a more selfless slave because of you. I believe that I have not reached my full potential yet, but with you helping me, I know that I can. And I can't wait for the day that I can wear my royal collar, though it might take years and years and years. With your help, I know that I can get there, sir. And I promise you from a soulmate's promise that I will do everything I can to get that royal collar and become the queen slave. And I'm not really sure. You're gonna have to tell me exactly what my title would be. I'm not sure if it's queen slave or head submissive. I'm not really sure, but whatever it is, I will be so proud of it, and I won't be ashamed to go out in public with my collar. I'll just be, I'm proud because I am Nick's submissive, and I am proud to be his slave. And I know that I can make all of you happy and content and follow the rules and please you whenever you want. So, this is me, Gypsy Rose. Hopefully one day Godejohn. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I've tried to make it, let's see, about 14 minutes long, but I still have to wait till it gets 15. I tried to talk about everything I could. I don't think I can really full reach 20 minutes. But by talking this long, I've kind of gotten everything out of the way. I talked about how I'm going to please you, how one day I'm going to go to worship you, and how I will be a good slave. So I will end this video now, sir. Well, since I haven't got to a worshiping you yet, so I'll just go. I love and adore you, my sweet yet very dominant, next dominant side, and I suppose I can call you Master. So I hope you enjoy this video, Master.
Oh, Jesus.
And good night, my patient Master.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Pete. I know. I put us through that again. I'm sorry. And hey. Hello, new people. Hello. Yes. This is Gypsy Rose. She is a mommy unaliver. That's what she is. All right. It's not me. It's not me, people. All right. So let's go to Nick's interviews, and it's really sad because you haven't seen this anywhere. You have not seen this until this got FOIA'd, the records. I mean, it's so gross. Lady, you know you didn't want to talk to him. We can tell. What the fuck? Hold on a minute, you guys. Hold on. I don't. Something is going on. Hold on. Oh, God. Sorry, here we go again. All right, so they can believe everything that Gypsy says. Everything Gypsy says is gold. Yeah. So this is what, 15? This is 3 years after the unaliving of her mother. And, you know, she made sure she had everything set in stone of what people should believe.
All right, so I need to make sure that you can acknowledge that you know we are recording this video interview for use on possible broadcast on ABC News. You okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I need to make
You
sure
can
that you
yes.
can acknowledge that you know we are recording
Okay,
this
great.
video interview. So I'll begin with my first question. Why did you want to speak with us?
Two reasons. One was I knew my co-defendant was putting my name out there in a bad light, and I didn't appreciate it because the way that I was brought up in a integrative environment as well as one with full of honor, and that's part of the reason why I didn't feel that it was right what she was doing. And the second was I understand that getting a chance to actually be on TV and everything else, that's a very, very big privilege. It's not something you get very often. And because I knew that, I understood that this is pretty much the same thing as a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I couldn't pass it.
What has Gypsy said that put you in a bad light, in your opinion?
Um, for one, she's openly admitted that she is more than willing to lie without having a conscience in doing so. Uh, and a lot of the lies that she's said, I feel like I have to literally cover it with the truth, and because of it, yeah, gets very frustrating for me.
How did you first meet Gypsy?
I met her on uh, basically online. It was on a dating site. It was called Christian datingforfree.com.
What first attracted you to Gypsy Rose?
Actually, I believe, well, she said it was the same thing, but I'm not fully sure if it really was that. Uh, for me, it was, uh, well, I looked at her profile first, and I looked seeing that when she was on the way that she put her actual profile together, it was pretty much everything I was looking for, everything from her height to everything else, and um,
He's putting on a Scottish accent, fake Scottish. No, but this is him. This is his voice. Actually, it is. Hi, Kelly, Kelly. Okay, look at this reporter here. What's her name? Jennifer Smith from ABC. I'm going to contact her and ask her, so what do you think now? What are your thoughts on the Gypsy Rose case? Let me know, girl. Bye-bye.
and then I looked at her profile picture, and that right away got my attention. It drew me to her really quickly. So everything came pretty quick, just from looking at her profile picture alone, and every bit of the information that she provided on her profile picture, as well as the rest of the profile itself. Yeah.
How would you describe your online relationship with Gypsy Rose?
Oh, this is easy for me to do because it's a question that I'm one of the only ones willing to go in deep detail about. Um, at first, when we first started out, it was well, I could definitely tell that she was fairly new to it, and I was fairly new to it, in the light that where since for us it was something where we both were more like, I guess you could call it like how to put it in words. You could say it was our very first online dating where we actually got serious. From what I understood, I was actually the very first one she truly fell in love with, was what she told me. And for some darn reason, I obviously believed it. I'm not fully sure if it's actually true, but yeah, uh, it started out as pretty good. Towards the middle, we started having problems, and then the next thing I know, uh, when it came to towards the end part of it, we almost had trouble surviving literally as a couple online because uh, it seemed like she was starting arguments just to see if I'd stay together with her, and well, she'll openly admit it. As if she's gonna tell the truth. She'll openly admit that I was really the glue that stuck us together. There's times where when we had our arguments that she would uh, do things, and then I would show basically her in the great detail that I'm usually able to provide that she was doing these things, and the next thing you know, she would. Uh, at one moment she would admit it, and then another moment she would be acting like she didn't know what I was talking about. So she basically was playing a cat mouse game with me, and it just made more tension on the relationship. We almost
Nick,
broke up by the.
Nick, let me ask you this:
Okay.
was Gypsy Rose your first love?
No, not my very first one. No.
How quickly did you fall in love with Gypsy Rose?
Pretty quick. I will admit it was pretty quick.
And it was intense?
Yeah, very intense.
How did you feel when you all were communicating back and forth, sending messages?
Well, I mean, when we first started on the Christian Dating for Free website, it started out in like I guess you could call it, uh, what's the word to put it? This is just touch around the area to get to know how this might go, that kind of a feeling. And then after we started relaying information to each other and uh, basically communicating about our likes, our hobbies, and so forth, uh, we started finding common ground from what she was telling me at the time. And after that happened, she ended up letting me know a Facebook name that she gave me, which was just it was known as Gypsy Rose at the time, and we ended up chatting on there about I would want to say about a day or two after that. Once we started talking on Facebook, we went together, which was October 17th, 2012, is when we was the first day we were together.
Nick, tell me about the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard. Whose idea was it? Who planned the murder?
Uh, well, I'm actually surprised that Gypsy's actually admitted that she's done it because it's the truth. She actually is the one who actually not only did most of the planning because I've made it right out in the open that I left that to her to do the planning, but I also uh, mainly went with the actual idea only because I truly wanted to be with her. I was literally not going to let anything stop me from being with her. And I made it clear to her, you, in one case where I mentioned it online, and then she had this habit of trying to push me further and push me to the point where there's no returning. But yeah, it was Gypsy's idea.
What did she ask you to do, Nick, specifically?
I can give you the exact conversation on how that went. Uh, she came online one night and she basically asked me. Uh, she was basically saying, "Baby, I have a question for you," and I was like, "Yes. What is it? I'll answer anything you want, obviously." And then she's like, "Is there anything you'd want to do to basically be with me? Is there anything you want to do to be with me at all? Uh, uh, whether it's uh, basically just getting to meet my mom and so forth, or uh, what is it that you would be willing to do to be with me?" And I'm like, well, that answer is obviously anything to be with
Okay.
you. Once I said anything, I was pretty much locked in my word because I
Okay, that flashing is not from me. It's from ABC News. whatever. Now, let me tell you something, people. If you don't know this, I want to find where she contacted Nick and says, will you do anything for me? People got to realize, right? Gypsy's already tried to take her mom's life before. If you recall, well, you know, who knows if you can believe Gypsy, though, about the BB gun incident. See how hard it is to listen to Nick? Do you see how hard it is? I wish I could speed this up. Could I speed this up? Could I? Yes. Yes. Hold on. Let's do it. Let's speed this up.
Never broke my word the entire time I've been with her. The next thing I know, she asks me, well, if anything, are you willing to even kill my mom for me? I'm thinking to myself, at first I was like, what the heck is she asking me here? I was first in shock, and then she, once she asked me that, I was like, are you serious about this? Well, I already told you I'd be willing to do anything to be with you. I'm not one to take my word lightly. So you better be serious about this. I had to get her to say that she was serious 3 times before I realized that was no joking around about it. Because originally she started off in a joking manner when she'd bring this up. It was basically on the tension that she was having put on her relationship with me due to her mom. This is after the first time we actually met. Her mom apparently was having an argument with her this night, and she got so frustrated to the point where she told me that she was serious about it. And I basically supported her on it as long as she was really serious about it. I told her that this was a life changing moment, and if she's serious about this, there was nothing to joke around about. If she was joking about it, she'd tell me now and drop it right there. But no, we didn't drop it. She even wanted to go right into the planning right after she said that.
So, Nick, describe for me what Gypsy's role was in the murder of Dee Dee and what your role was in the murder of Dee Dee.
Well, to put it in the most concise way I possibly could put it, uh, she was basically the mastermind behind it all. I was basically a hired hitman in its own weird sense. Actually, in a more than one way, actually, now thinking about it in a deeper sense, mainly because, yes, she paid for everything from my bus fare down to Springfield, to the hotel I went to the food I ate, everything like that she paid for. And not only that, well, at the time, she made me believe that she really loved me when, well, here I am and where she turned her back on me, so I know that's not fully true. But yes, that was her role in the whole situation. She literally made me basically feel like I was doing her a service when really uh, it was really more like a hired situation, even though I didn't feel like it was that. And with my role in the whole situation was just basically the one note.
Sadly, yes. Yes, this is. She sucks, by the way, but look at how horrible. You see how the screen keeps flickering? But they know it sucks, right? They didn't really care to hear what he had to say, right? Everybody's just believing everything Gypsy Rose has said.
Was to carry the harder part of the whole plan. I mean, I basically went back and forth with her. I collaborated with her, but I just basically, as long as it sounded like it would work, I told her if was okay for me or not, and I basically went with whatever she was telling me. Basically,
So, Nick, help me understand. Why did you agree to and ultimately commit the act of stabbing Dee Dee to death?
well, I can't openly admit it on here since it's recorded in 2 directions, but I will say that the reason why I've admitted it in the past, and I will keep on admitting it, uh, the reason why I did do this is because I was, for one, so deeply in love with Gypsy at the time, and I said to her that I was always going to love her no matter what. I was going to love her unconditionally. There's nothing that would ever change that. I'll always love her. I kept my word. She apparently said she doesn't love me anymore, which means she was using me. Me, on the other hand, to this day, I still love her. So there's where the differ is different there. But I still to this day I still love her.
Nick,
That was basically the reason why it happened.
Nick, can I
It
ask you
happened
this?
because
Can I ask you another question, Nick?
Yeah.
Did you think that you were her Prince Charming?
Actually, the way that it looked like to me, actually, it's quite funny you asked me that because she used to, her nickname for me was King Charming. Mine for her was my Blessing Queen. And yeah, it's pretty darn crazy because at the time I felt like she was a blessing to me, but the more and more I think about it, it's a blessing at the time, but it's only a blessing for the memories that she's given me, not necessarily the position she's put me in.
Hey, Nick, tell me what your nickname was again, because I want to make sure I heard it correctly.
She used to call me her King Charming.
King Charming.
Mm-hmm.
Why did she call you that?
Oh, well, the thing is that me and her, we used to talk about Disney movies all the time, and you had Prince Charming as one of them. That we were talking about. We were talking about Cinderella. Not just that, we were talking about all the different movies that they made that were romance based in a cartoon form like that. And the next thing I realized is that with the uh, names that we were giving each other, she came up with the King Charming one, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that fits. That fits.
Did you have a name?
After that, not really. No.
Did she have a role though in this fantasy romance that you all were creating online and then ultimately tried to live out later?
The fantasy we were creating was pretty darn strong. I will admit it was pretty darn strong. But after that, it's a little different because, I mean, it kind of like evolved. It went from just an online romance to when we were in person into something much more serious and much more powerful than just something you would call romance that just plays in someone's mind.
In Gypsy's mind,
It felt much more
Nick,
real.
in Gypsy's mind and in your mind, why did Dee Dee have to die?
Well, originally, the first time we ended up meeting, she apparently she angered her mom, and we were at the what was it? It was a yeah, there was a theater at the time. We ended up seeing Cinderella at the time, and apparently we ended up angering her mom. It's more like she angered her than I did, is what she was saying. Uh, and apparently she ended up coming up with an idea after that where she tried to make it look like it came from me to her and to her mom, that ended up delivering flowers to her to try to warm her mom's heart up to letting me get closer to them. And it didn't work. Apparently, from what she was telling me, it didn't work. So the only thing that she could come up with and I was able to come up was that. We were only able to come up with that.
Did you think that you had, did you think that you, or did you believe that you were saving Gypsy?
With the knowledge that I was getting from her, very much so, yes. I did believe that I was saving her due to the environment that she was in. I was well aware of her seeming like she was wheelchair bound, and I was aware that she was taking a lot of medication and a lot of the stuff that was going on with her, and I felt like it was being pretty much forced on her, and I felt like it was something that was not something she deserved. So,
Which none of that is true. It is all bullshit, as we all know. I wonder how he feels today about all this. Well, she's, coming out, coming out of prison, being a mommy unaliver and acting like her shit don't stink and that people should bow down to her.
it kind of made me feel as if it was a duty of mine that I had to do because no one else was stepping up to do it, or they were just too blind see it in plain sight, plain right out in the open. So I felt like it was, if no one else was going to do it, someone had to do it, and I ended up being the one she called upon to do it.
What is it about Gypsy that you loved so much and that you still love?
Well, now, originally it was everything about her, every single thing about her, everything from the way she looked to her personality to her heart to, uh, even some of the things that she would say. It's quite interesting because I could actually get a little bit of the southern accent from her from when she used to before she came up to Missouri when she was down in Louisiana. I could tell she actually came from down there because there were certain words that she would say that would remind me that she actually came from there from her accent. But everything from that to everything else, and then once this whole situation happened, the thing that stayed with me of what I love about her to this day, even though I am not in love with her anymore, I still do love her. To where it's not like a husband and wife kind of thing. It's more of a just a respect on the kind of memories that she's given me. So I would say that I still love her for all the memories that she's given me that were positive ones. But at the same time, I just love her just because, I mean, I told her the truth. I was always gonna love her, and to this day I still do. That's the only way I can explain it.
And I know that this isn't easy to hear, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to react because Gypsy told me that she believes you are heartless for what you did to Dee Dee and that she feels sorry for you.
Well, uh, for the heartless part, she knows I'm not heartless. She there was a time she even admitted to me that she wanted children with me, and that takes someone full of heart to want to do that. It takes someone that wants a future with a family with somebody to do that, and she knows that. But me, on the other hand, the way I feel about that whole situation, she may say that in the context that she did, but the way I feel about it, no, I'm not heartless. As for her feeling sorry for me, the only reason why she's so sorry for me is because she knows she put me in this position. That's the only reason why.
If you could say anything to her right now, what would you say to Gypsy?
What would I say to Gypsy? Good question. Good question. Well, the thing is, I used to have a lot of questions I would ask her. So many that it'd be impossible to cover them all on one interview like this. But really, the only stuff I would let her know is that yes, I still do love you. Is if I would say to her right now, or literally say that I still love you, but due to all of the strain, all the damage, every bit of what you've done to our bond, to our relations, to each other, the way that you've damaged my image and who that I see her as, it has made me feel like I can't trust her anymore. For she's lied to me in such a deep sense, and I've forgiven her for so many lies already up to that point that I don't believe I know who she really is anymore. And because of it, it has made me feel that now I have to do what it is right for me. I can't allow my feelings for her to get in the way of my safety. I can't. It's just something I can't do. And now I feel that if I saw her again, if she wanted to be friends with me, that's okay. But if she didn't, I'm okay with that too. I'm pretty much in a position now to where I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on. I'll always love her, but
I want people to know that even when she got out of prison, because one of the things for her to get out of on parole for those 2 years is to not have communication with him, and she had people contacting. Mind you, she in the last 2 years before her probation was up, she was having people contact him for her. She's sick. She's sick. She's gotta be in control of everything.
I'm all ready to move on because I realize she's not
I
the
have,
one
I
for
have,
me.
I have one last
Only
question for
because
you,
of
Nick. Do you feel any remorse for what you did to Dee Dee?
uh, well, originally when it first happened, uh, the alleged situation that happened. I have to say that for my own protection, so they don't use it in court. For that reason, when it first happened, I felt, I guess you could say, a numbness. I didn't know what to feel. It was so intense that I didn't know if I should feel remorse. I didn't know if I should still feel anger or what I should feel. I didn't know what to feel at the time. So I just felt numb. About an hour into it, a minute left. An hour into it, yeah, I started to feel that remorse, and she had to comfort me about it. So yes, there was a time I did, but then I forgave myself over time about it. So after that happened, yeah, that whole thing was very much true. I did feel remorse, but I did forgive myself over
Well,
time.
Nick, thank you so much for talking with us. I know we have 30 seconds left, so I really appreciate it. Thank you for speaking with us, and we appreciate you telling your side of the story.
Thank you for having me.
You reporter Jennifer Smith of ABC. Just saying. Hold on a minute. Okay, here's this one is 1/9/2018. Here we go. I don't know who this person is, this girl. I don't know if she's from ABC herself or what. But she looks very kind. Let's see, who is she? Who is she? She's a visitor. It doesn't look like it's ABC. So here we go.
Hang on, sorry. You know how slow I am with these things. Hi.
Yep. Doing all right. Yep. Oh. Okay.
Permission.
Okay.
You know that I tell you that we're filming, and that you give your permission to, like, you basically say that you know that we're filming you, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hang on. Where's it gone? I've just lost this thing. Sorry, Nick. 1 minute.
Okay.
It's so annoying, this computer. Let me see. Okay. Right. So, the same thing as we did before, just to confirm that if you could just answer yes if you understand this, just to confirm that you give your permission for us to record this video interview for the purposes of the production we're making about the death of Dee Dee Blanchard.
Yes.
And you agree to take. You agree that any part of this interview, as well as your name and the accounts of your life, may be used in the production for the promotion of this production.
Yes.
And you're aware that the production could be broadcast in theory all over the world in any media format forever.
Yes.
And just to clarify, that you're aware that the prisoner are also recording this conversation, and that anything you say to us could be potentially used in connection with your up-and-coming trial.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So I am just gonna start a new project. Sorry. Okay. And now I'm going to get rid of myself, okay? So you won't see me anymore. And I'm just going to ask you questions like I did before. Unfortunately, some of them are going to be the same because, you know, we had that issue before with the flashing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to get you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too fond of having to repeat myself constantly.
They just can't get it right. Can't even hear what she's saying.
All right. Mhm. Mm.
Hey, you guys, I'm not a professional podcaster, but you know what? I could do better than what ABC News is doing right here,
This
right
technology, I'm not so down with it. Here we go. Okay, so could you tell me a little bit about, take us
Let me tell you
through
something.
how the idea.
He's got a really childlike mind. He does. You know he has autism, right? Hi, you back? Thank you for joining. Please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel he did a horrible act, right? But I feel bad for him because no one's actually reaching out to him to actually really care what he has to say. Because Gypsy, she's so good at putting on a front. I mean, she could sit there and talk to a camera for hours and not run out of shit to say. No looking up in the air like, she don't even do any of that shit. That girl can talk. I'm telling you. What else was I going to say? But I've never seen any of these interviews anywhere of Nick talking to these ladies. All I've seen is Gypsy, her dad, her stepmom. That's all I've seen, ever.
Of killing Gypsy's mum came about, did she ask you to kill her mum? And so when you answer this, if you could remember that my question won't be included. So if you could say something about one day Gypsy said to me on Facebook, or she came to me with the idea, start it off so we understand what your answer is.
Yeah, sure. All right, the time that happened. Okay. Well, one night, believe it was right after she got done being in an argument with her mom. She was online with me. I do remember this conversation pretty well, actually. She first just said that she wanted to ask me something. She was like, "Can I ask you something?" And then I said, "Of course you can, baby. What is it?" And then after that, she started to. She started to.
Hang on. Are you moving something?
What was it? Yeah, it's her. No, it just
Okay.
started doing it out of
Don't
nowhere.
move anything. It's saying that something's being moved. I don't know what that means. Okay, let's start again.
No.
So if you could say, maybe if you could finish off my sentence, I guess maybe you could say like, Gypsy first came to me with the idea of killing her mum.
Well, she did actually ask me one night, "Can I ask you something?" Like, yeah. And then she's like, "How badly do you really want to be with me?" I was like, "Well, I'd do anything to be with you," which that led me into a trap. The next thing I know, she was saying, "Even kill my mom." I'm thinking, "Are you serious?"
I'm sorry.
She's like, "Yes." I asked her
That
again,
thing keeps flashing
"Are you
again.
serious again?"
Is it? Okay.
It's gonna keep on doing it. That's the reason why, without your video, it's gonna keep on doing it. That's basically what it's
That's
saying.
annoying.
But
See, this is what I want to know.
yeah.
How come Gyp, anything that had to do with her getting interviewed, it was in person? I'm just saying. Anything she's done.
Okay. It says it needs to be in an approved area. Is it in an approved area? Oh,
Weird.
Yeah, that's so annoying because I can't
Yeah, it's
really
weird.
record if it's flashing like this. I don't know what I can do. It keeps doing it even more now. What is it? Is it
Yeah.
like a tablet or something?
No, it's Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I'm just trying something new.
Okay.
Trying to hold it in a specific way and seeing if that
That
helps.
seemed better, didn't
Oh,
it?
it stopped it for a moment. Oh, yeah, it's going again.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna keep on doing it. I really do believe it's the video. With you having
Do you
it
think?
off
Should
like
I put
that,
it back on? I'll
it's gonna keep
try.
on doing it.
No.
I'm and 1 second. Oh, wait.
Did that?
I have to see if it changed. Video will be paused. 1 second. I want to try something here. See if it helps. Unless it stopped. Oh, no, it didn't stop yet.
Okay. No.
Okay, maybe that might have helped. Nope, maybe not. Damn it.
Okay. It hasn't done it in a second. No, it's done it now. Oh, this is so
Aye, aye,
annoying. So is it anything to do with how it's plugged in?
no, can't say that because it was
I know. I don't know why
didn't have any problems before.
It says something to do with it being put somewhere. Yeah, I know.
Well, it's
No,
on the
it
charger.
seems weird because obviously
It's on the
you can't
charger,
really move
so
it about anyway.
yeah, and I have to keep it plugged
Yeah.
in like it is for me
Okay.
to be able to use the phone.
Do you know what?
So,
I don't know
yeah.
if it's gonna work.
I think the only reason why I did it is because as soon as you clicked off your video, and then you obviously turned it back on. But I believe it's from that moment that you first turned it off, it triggered it to do what it's doing.
Right. I
So
don't
we're gonna keep
know.
on doing it.
'Cause it's obviously just happening too frequently. Is there another one that you can go on to? Maybe not. Is this the same one you were using last time when we talked?
Well, the two tablets that they use for the video calling, they're both right in the same vicinity of where I am. I mean, you have the one
Yeah.
that I'm right now on, and then the one right next
I
to
don't
it's
know
the
why
other one.
it's okay. Don't touch it. It's gonna keep doing it. Thing is,
Yeah.
I can keep asking you questions, but I'm gonna have to ask you to repeat yourself every time you say something, and I don't want obviously don't want to make you do that.
I know.
Did you have this problem when you filmed your thing with 2020? How did they do it?
They did it way differently because they still it's almost like they plugged in another feed into the computer to where they were able to bring into a separate feed to where I think it was still doing it, but I couldn't tell. I think that's the reason why the anchor from ABC World News, I think the reason why she kept on looking up from time to time, because I think someone in the background was telling them that this was going on,
And
but she just ignored it.
So how did they still film your face? I don't understand. I don't understand how that works. As in, did this message keep flashing up when you were doing it?
No. Not that I could notice. I mean, it might have been for them to where they could see it, but because they plugged into a different video feed, I wasn't aware of it. It didn't do this flash. It did not do this
I don't
flashing.
really know what to suggest. it keeps like I don't really know if there are any options, but it's saying it's something to do with being at your end, so I don't really know what I can do.
Yeah, it's weird.
But it was okay
I don't know what's
initially.
going on
Is there
with it.
any way we can hang up this call and start again, or do you have to accept? How long does it take to accept something?
Wow, that was weird.
Is it
I just
working?
moved
It's
it just a tad
working.
bit to see if that was the problem.
Yeah. Okay, it's
Wanted to make
working.
sure.
Okay, so if you don't mind, can we just do that again? Would you be able to like talk me through how the idea of killing Gypsy's mum came about? Did she ask you to kill her mum?
Yes, she did. I want to go specifically though. What happened was, she first asked me, "What? Could I ask you a question?" She said, that," and then I said, "Yeah, sure. What does he want to ask me?" And then the next thing I know, she was asking me, "How badly do you want to be with me?" And then I told her I'd do anything to be with her. You know that. And then the next thing I know, she even from that point on, like threw me into a trap because she ended up asking me, uh, "Even kill my mom?" I'm thinking, "Are you serious? Is this what you really mean? You really want me to do this? I mean, I already told you I'd do anything for you, so really this would be in that category of anything. So I'm pretty much stuck on this situation, but if you really want me to do it, I'm willing to. Only if you truly are serious about this. There's not anything to joke around about," is what I told her. And after like the third time of her saying yes, that she really wanted to do it, at that point I figured that there was no going back. And next thing you know, uh, the 11th of June came up of 2015, and uh, what is it? Uh, 20.
Okay, he's talking June 11th, right? Is he talking June? I need to find these documents. You know, their Facebook messages are 23,000 pages long, by the way. I want to look up these dates he's talking about. Um, so the Facebook messages, their phone communications. That I'm just saying. And let me know, people, if you still want to watch these old documentaries. And the one that Gypsy does not want anybody watching because it doesn't put her in a good light, which is The Act on Hulu.
I'm trying to think. June of 15 of 2015 is
How did
next thing I know
you
I'm
like when
arrested.
she
But
asked
yeah.
you to do that? How did you react?
I was shocked. I was really shocked. Like I said, I was like, "Are you serious? There's not anything to joke around about." I was quite shocked, but at the same time, I knew I haven't broken my word with her, and that's the thing. I haven't broke it throughout my entire relationship with her. Because I didn't break it throughout my entire relationship, I wasn't gonna break it just on something when I already said that I would do anything for her. It sounds a
And why
little
would you do anything
dumb, but
for
it's the
her?
way it is. It was just that. That's the bond I had with her at the time. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. But literally, there's truly nothing I wouldn't do. And apparently, she wanted to take advantage of it. And instead
Because you
of
said to me
protecting me like
before
she
that
should
you
have.
felt a little bit like she'd manipulated you, and that she kept saying, you remember you said to me before, like, oh, you know, you won't actually go through with this, you won't actually do this. Did she say things like that to you? And what did that cause you to feel?
Yes, that is very true. Ironically, it's in the Facebook messages. It's even in the freaking texts between me and her before the situation came about. She ended up, first it was in the Facebook messages. She ended up telling me basically that she didn't believe I was capable of it, and I was just making a show and blah blah blah, and making it seem like there was more to it than making it seem as if I'm just putting up on a show when I was dead serious the entire time that when I keep my word, I keep my word. So she's basically playing me off my word, and yeah, she kept on egging me on there, and then it was even worse on the Texas because the part that made it even worse there is that uh, she ended up throwing an ultimatum out of nowhere. And the thing was, is I wanted us to work out no matter what happened. I wanted us to work out. I was literally the glue to me and her. So that's the reason why, unfortunately, she was able to manipulate me in such a effective way. The next thing I know, she ends up throwing an ultimatum saying that if you truly love me, you'd be willing to do this for me because you know this is the only way we can be together. And I was, for a while there, fighting it, but the next thing I know, I just couldn't give in right away. I had to keep on fighting it. But at some point, I ended up giving in because I just I felt too pressured by it. I didn't know what else to do, but I wanted to make her happy in another sense, and unfortunately, that happiness was only going to last for only so
Ringing.
long. Yeah, it's someone else's ringing. Yeah, it's not you. Yeah, that's random. There you go. Hey, he got it. Yes, I do. Like I said, she threw an ultimatum. It even shows in a text that she threw an ultimatum. That's my main proof right there that she was beyond manipulating me. Like I said, she said, uh, "You know, this is the only way we can be together because if my mom, as long as my mom's alive, she will not let anyone get between me and her." She made that very clear. That's the way that she's seen it as because she knew from everything she must have experienced between whether it was the times that she ran away with the guy that well tried to get her to kill her mom, and that's part of the reason why she realized that she couldn't do it. She tried to make someone else to do it. Well, that's the reason why she pressured and pressured and pushed and pushed and pushed as much as she could to make that happen. And she said that was the only way we'd be able to be together. Once I gave in, that was basically after pretty much arguing back and forth about it. I mean, she saw it as an ultimatum, like this is the
And you
only way
wanted to
we'll be
be with her,
together.
so
Otherwise, if you
that's
don't do
like
this,
you.
I guess I
To
can't
you,
be
was
with
there
you.
not really any
Basically, what
other
she
option
said.
because you wanted to be with her, right? Did you tell me that?
Correct. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I mean, uh, uh, I was mainly the glue between me and her. I mean, I was the one that literally stuck us together. I mean, my relationship with her online, at first it started really, really good. And after a while, she started showing more of her true colors on the kind of issues that she would show and everything else. At times, I was questioning, and she was even questioning herself that she might have been bipolar, but I'm not fully sure if she was because I didn't see any signs of it when I was around her. But as the time went on, while me and her were online, uh, she ended up making things more and more difficult for us while I fought tooth and nail to keep us together. And then just before I was to come down to Springfield to do what me and her talked about, Even though she did the more in-depth details about it, I just ended up following along. Uh, just before that happened, that same night before it, we almost broke up. But I basically pleaded to her that just give us a chance to be together. Just one more day. You'll see that it's the distance between us is what's drawing us apart. And I ended up proving what I was saying to be true. That was what it really was. So, yeah, there was a time where we were in a complete struggle, but I was the one fighting for us. And I even argued to her about it in one of my arguments just before we ended up seeing each other the second time. And uh, I mean, at first she admitted it, but then she made it seem like she didn't even know what I was talking about. So after all that fighting, making it feel like it was basically the effort level of like 30% her side, my side 70%. I felt like there was no winning to it after I've gotten stuck in here. Because the next thing I know, she's talking behind my back and saying things that I would have never said
So
about
how
her.
did you
So
do you think that she or
yeah,
was she the
it's
person that worked
quite
out the
sad to say
plan
the
of
least.
how you were going to do it?
I think she must have planned this out way, way, way in the future. I really believe that because there was stuff that I wasn't even aware about that she was obviously planning until she obviously introduced me into those part of the plans. And I'm thinking, okay, when did you think of this stuff? And she's like, "Hey, you left the planning up to me. So if you're leaving the planning up to me, I'm gonna do all I can to try to make it as close to as a perfect plan as possible." And she tried. I mean, well, me and her were together after I came to her house and everything else. She did everything in her power to try to protect me from what I noticed, except for that one error that she did, which led everyone to us. I mean, she was trying to cover up my freaking fingerprints. I mean, she was doing a lot of stuff that it showed that she cared. But in another sense, I had a side of me feel as if there was more to this whole situation than she was showing. I wasn't fully sure what it was, but I just knew that it was there. And I didn't notice it until, well, we got woken up by the police, and
And
that
so
was
did you guys
not
research
the
different
greatest
methods of how you were going to
to
do it?
have to remember, unfortunately. Well, I mean, it says it clearly in the evidence that she read on her computer that apparently they found stuff on hers. Me, on the other hand, I was much more, since me being more tech savvy, I understood what happens with the databases and how they all get stored and everything else. So if I was to do any of that searching, I would have been much smarter with it. However, I would say allegedly that would have been possibly the case, even though they haven't found
So you
anything
think
on it
so
on me from
she
what I'm
definitely did
aware
a
of.
lot of the
So
research.
that's the reason I have to say allegedly.
And
Yeah,
and so like how do you feel about her now?
yeah. How do I feel about her now? I that's the thing with me. She continues to break promise after promise after promise. Well, I'm at least keeping whatever ones I can keep still to this day. And one of them I ended up telling her, which is true. I ended up letting her know that no matter what happens, I'm always going to love her unconditionally. No matter what happens. Doesn't matter if we break off, it doesn't matter what happens. I'm always going to love her unconditionally. To this day, I still do love her. I do love her. I can't say I'm in love with her because she killed the romance between us. She killed it due to what she did behind my back. Stuff I would have never done because I come from a background where I'm a lot more honorable, a lot more full of integrity, a lot more respectful. I wouldn't do that stuff. And because of it, it yeah, you could call it a heartbroken moment is what I'd call it once I first noticed it. And ever since then, uh, I mean, I was gonna love her. I mean, it's the kind of if I had to put this in a more deeper perspective toward be understanding to where everyone could understand it, it's more like the kind of love that someone would ever feel for like an ex-wife or ex-husband and so forth, to where
And
they
how
know
do
they'll
you
always
think that
love
she
them,
feels about
but they
you?
realize they can't be with them. That's the way I feel about her now. You know, the thing is I think that she deep within her, I really believe she does regret what she did. I mean, to me and to her. I think she deeply down inside of it, and that's the reason why she's projecting it in such a negative light towards me, where she wants to blame me, blame me, blame me, but she's too afraid to take responsibility herself. Me knowing her as well as I do, me being able to see the inside of who she really is, I have been able to see things that most people aren't able to notice. And we've had some very, very deep conversations while we were in person, to the point where I really felt deeply connected with her. To the point, let's just say that she felt naked to me because there's nothing she could hide from me. And because of it, uh, that's part of the reason why I actually, in a weird sense, understand what she's doing. But in another deep sense, I believe she may say that she doesn't love me anymore, but her body language speaks completely different. I know for a fact that she still does love me. I know it for a fact. She just doesn't want to admit it to people because she feels ashamed about it, because she feels ashamed of what she made me do, and she doesn't want to, uh, let's say it in a proud sense, because she feels that everyone must be shunning her about it, and because of it, it's making her feel like basically being in a constant defensive mode. And her way of defending herself is push it off to someone else and not take full responsibility. And that's just the way it is. Me, I'm gonna take full responsibility because that's
And
the way I was
so,
brought up. And
like, what
well,
exactly happened
that's
when you
only to
came
what, of
inside of
course,
the
is
house?
true.
Like, did
But
Gypsy
yeah.
open the door to you and like let you in? Like, she was obviously.
Oh yeah, she was deeply involved with it. I mean, just like it says in this police statements, like I said, right with while I was talking to them, it says just pretty much word for word what I told them. She told me before I ended up getting there in a text that there was latex gloves that be on the porch. She did say that right on the text is clear as day that you can actually see it. And then, well, I ended up finding them when I got there, and I let her know that I was at the door. She opened the door, and she made sure I had the gloves on before she gave me the weapon, and she made sure that she wouldn't let me open the door. She made sure I had those gloves on before either of those doors opened. So that's the reason why you ain't gonna see any fingerprints on in there, either any of that stuff. And then from that point on, well, my darker part of me took over, and because she knew right away that I admitted straight out to the whole thing that I was not going to get involved with this, no matter how much she tried to push me. It was going to have to be a darker side of me of some form that I have never had the opportunity to explore. So I did not know what it was capable of until that dark night. Once that night came, I knew fully well what it was capable of. And at that point there was no time going back, because this from the first step I walked into the house, I knew there was no coming back. There was two thoughts that came in my mind. One was a benevolent thought, another one was a malevolent thought. It was almost like having a devil on one shoulder and a angel on the other. Basically what happened was, I had one thought in my mind out of nowhere appear, and it just appeared. I didn't know. It was almost like, I guess you could call it God, is what everyone likes to call it. Him talking to you, or an angel talking to you through him, maybe. Basically saying, take her and run. That was the benevolent thought. Take her and run. As if it was the kind of feeling that it was basically trying to influence on me, as if I was somehow going to get away with it if I ran away with her. As if somehow we were able to keep her mom at bay better than she was able to in the past when she ran away. However, the other thought came in my mind was because it saw as basically because the darker part of me was also in love with the darker part of her. and because of it, the thought was excuse my French, but it basically said this bitch is dead. Not letting her get between me and her. This bitch is dead. Basically, is what the thought was, and uh, unfortunately, I ended up listening to my darker side because I wanted to be with her, and I remember what she said, and I wanted to believe what she was saying, and unfortunately, I should have listened to my other part of me. Uh, ironic as I was trying to influence her to go with, but she never went with it. She never wanted to run away, so I couldn't get that to work. But anyways, as the whole thing happened, she ended up as I was walking through the hallway that led to her room, her mom's room, and so forth. Uh, she ended up going to the bathroom. She locked it, and I waited at least a minute and thought about if I really wanted to do it. And before I was to do it, allegedly, I was willing to do it. The next thing I know, I ended up going right into it and thought there was no going back because I had myself on my word, and I was not one to break my word to really anyone at all if I had one to keep at the time. If it was worth keeping, I was going to keep it. And that's what led me
Nick,
to
the
do
video
it.
is going to cut off in a minute.
I loved her so
but
deeply that I
remember
was not
whatever
going to
you
change
just
my
did
mind.
to that thing.
I
And should we try
didn't want to
again
break my word.
tomorrow?
Oh,
Bye.
okay. Yep. All right. Sounds good.
Okay, I can't take much more. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. I just can't. Well, hello. How are you doing? All right. Okay, I'm going to get going for now. That is all for this. I am going to go look at the Facebook messages and the text messages to see if I can find where Gypsy said, "Will you do anything for me?" Yeah, I'm going to go look. I'm going to go look and find it, people. She's nuts. Nuts, the girl's nuts. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like or dislike, whatever you want.
They call me hot shit, you put green. Let that sink in, I'm the unseen. Not the chart topper, not the mainstream dream. But when the dust settles, I'm still the supreme. Don't mistake my kindness for a sign of fear. I'm the storm in silence, the voice you hear. When the world turns cold and lights grow dim, I'll be the fire that burns within. I'll be by your side when the night falls deep. Through the highs and lows, I'm the promise I keep. Not the loudest voice, but I always win. They call me hot shit, let the truth sink in. Every battle fought, every scar I wear, proof that I've been there, proof that I care. Not for the glory, not for the fame, but for the souls who know my name. When the world forgets and the crowds move on, I'll be the rhythm, the steady song, whispering in chaos, a hand to hold. My kindness is power. be by your side when the night falls deep. Through the highs and lows, I'm the promise I keep. Not the loudest voice, but I always win. They call me hot shit, let the truth sink in.